It's that time of the year again. It's the GMTK Game Jam. The theme for this year was loop. Brainstorming for the jam, we threw a bunch of keywords at the wall, and two of them stuck out as a potentially cool idea. Those keywords were sushi belt and Zuma. Okay, so let's reimagine Zuma as a cooking game. Basically, we're gonna have a sushi belt with plates on it, and you're gonna throw ingredients at those plates. First thing I implemented was the sushi belt itself, which uses a spline. That way we can make any shape we want for the belt. Next up was the player, which is fairly basic. Just throw an item in the direction of the cursor. My colleague made some really great art. We can start replacing some of these placeholders. Next, we have the customer's logic. Look at them walking up to the sushi belt, very cute. Let's get the lose state for the game as well. Basically, if a customer runs out of patience, you lose. And it's starting to look a lot like a video game. Now, there's a lot of different directions you could take this. You could simply make it a high-scoring game and call it a day. But since the game jam lasts 4 days, I really think I have the time to make this into a roguelike. And I think that would be fitting for the game. To me, roguelike means you get a bunch of different upgrades that make each run unique, and I had a lot of fun implementing the different modifiers you can get. My personal favorite is the slipper, which allows you to banish a customer to the Shadow Realm. And the last thing I had time for was giving each sushi belt unique shapes, including this double sushi belt, which I think is pretty cool. So, how did our game do for the jam? We're hovering both on artwork and enjoyment around the 1,000 mark, which might not sound like a lot, but considering the sheer amount of games, that's still the top 12.5% of all games. Big shout out to Meow Vibes for joining me another jam with her artwork. Seriously, go on the jam page and tell her how pretty her art is. As a conclusion, what went right and what went wrong? What went right is, well, we have a fully playable game, it's fun, it has impactful modifiers. I think there's a lot of potential for a full release. I like the concept a lot. What went wrong? Well, the decision to make the game a roguelike came back and bit me in the ass. Here's how. Basically, the first few levels are super easy, and they have to be easy. They teach you the game mechanics, but that means there are some steep difficulty spikes, so what ends up happening is a player would get to a certain point in the game, they would lose because it's way too difficult, they would restart at day one and they would be like, I don't want to restart from day one, I'm gonna go play a different jam game. Which is why I made the patch after the jam, which allows you to restart the game on the current day. While my vision for a full game would be to have it be a proper roguelike, in this jam iteration, I think it's a lot better to do it this way instead. And of course, the patch came with some balance tweaks to make the difficulty more manageable and slightly less random with the way the customers spawn, as well as some minor other bug fixes. That's it from me. If you want to play the game, you can find the link in the description. Thank you once again, Mark Brown, for hosting another humongous game jam. I will see you all next year. Take care.